live from the Darien Ice House. It's the FCX semifinals between the Rams and the Cardinals, New Canaan and Greenwich. Alongside John Frieders, I'm PJ Neville, set to bring you tonight's action. John, you've got an action-packed one tonight. The Rams, they've toppled this Greenwich team twice in the opening game of the season. They beat them 4-1, and then once again, later in the mid-season, they beat them 8-1 at Greenwich. So what are you looking for out of this Rams team tonight?
Yeah, well, although they do come in with 2 previous wins, right? Coming into this game, it's the first round of FCX, second round of FCX. They come off a bye because Wilton forfeited, obviously, but you come in and it's a new season, right? 1 loss and you're out, so you got to play your best games each and every time you touch the ice, but they're definitely in for a good one tonight. You know that offense has been rolling recently. They won 5-2 against Fairfield Prep. They come off a win against Xavier 5-0. So they've shown that they can put up goals all season. It's just about doing it tonight again.
Yeah, and then John, this Greenwich team, you know, they pulled off an upset against Fairfield Co-op just a couple days ago. What they got to do to carry over from that one into this one and pull off another?
Yeah, you got to figure out a way to play fundamental hockey right now, right? And move the puck, kind of keep this New Canaan offense from getting out in open space, in open ice. And if you can do that, you'll have a shot, but you have to get the puck past Mason Pickering as well. So you're going to have challenges. But really, overall tonight, you're going to have to play your best game if you want to come out victorious against New Canaan.
Yeah, John, and then just one final thing, right? You mentioned the Rams. They're coming off of a bye, so the players, they might be a little rusty. What players are you looking out for from this Rams squad to get it done, getting some pucks in the back of the cage, shutting down Greenwich offense?
Yeah, you always look for Doster Cole, right? He has 44 points on the season, led the state in goals and points last year, so he's always going to be a factor, as well as guys like Bryce Ladden, who's taken a step up this year in terms of just goals, offensive production, but also on the defensive side, and he's not scared to lay a hit. And then you always got to mention like the senior captains, Max Lowe and Gavin Fitzpatrick. They kind of center those 2 lines, the first and second lines, and they hold this team tight together, and you'll always be seeing them out on the ice.
And then just looking across the ice at that Greenwich squad, just one last player from their team. Who are you looking for?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a team effort tonight, right, PJ? We're not going to point our fingers. Maybe Nick Cincy, but on this entire team, you know, it's got to be a team game. Hockey is a team game, and tonight against a good New Canaan team, it's going to have to be a team game as well.
All right, so that's been it from up here in the booth for the for the warm-ups. Now we're going to send it down to the rink for starting lineups and player introductions, and then the national anthem. We are back at the Darien Ice House, just moments away from puck drop. And John, want to touch on one more thing, right? This Rams team, we've seen, early on in this season, they had their lines that they carried over from last season. Then they switch it up a little bit, and they're switching it up one more time here tonight. Bryce Leiden is taking a step up to the first line with Max Lowe and Doster Kroll, 2 captains. And, this is a look that, maybe Coach Clark Jones saw something in this Greenwich squad, and he wants to attack that with those 3 guys. And then Tony Del Carmine is going down to the second line with Braden Roby and Gavin Fitzpatrick. But really, those 2 lines are interchangeable. 2 very top-tier lines, 2 of the best in the state. So, John, what are you expecting out of those changes?
Yeah, after that Bryce Leiden goal against Darien in overtime, he's kind of been hot the past 2 games and kind of riding with what's hot, right? Coach Jones is going to play who's playing the best, especially in an FCAC game, and it'll be interesting to see the way these guys kind of move the puck, right? Get out early. If the Rams can get an early goal, I think that'll be a huge momentum booster, and they'll be able to kind of capitalize off that momentum. But then if you're Greenwich, right, if you get that first goal, you can settle things down, still play tight, but you get a little bit of confidence, right? You're scoring against this New Canaan Rams defense, and if you can do that, you put yourself in good situations.
So for the Rams, you've got Max Lowe centering Bryce Leiden on the left and Doster Kroll on the right. Then you've got Jack Kroll at that left point and Elliot Croft on the right. And then in between the pipes, obviously, you've got the man, Mason Pickering, great goaltender who's done it all year for the Rams. And then for Greenwich, you've got number 4, Michael Orico, the senior. Number 23, Joe Lewis. Number 16, Kyle Allen. Number 19, Teddy Aronson. And then looks like number 14, Trent O'Neill. And then in between the pipes, you got number 34, Nick Sinisi. As we see the Rams win the faceoff, turn it over immediately to Trent O'Neill and the Cardinals. Rams get it right back down in their defensive zone. Elliot Croft across to Jack Kroll. Kroll off the boards into the neutral zone. His brother Doster chasing it. Doster Kroll with an opportunity early. Loses the puck. Sent around. Puck still loose. Dumped into the neutral zone by Greenwich. As the Cardinals get an early line change. Just 25 seconds in. Icing by the Rams. And the Cardinals will have an offensive zone faceoff coming early here.
Yeah, kind of an interesting decision there to ice the puck. Not sure what you were thinking. And you also saw Doster Kroll on the play before that, right? Try to use his speed, get a breakout opportunity, try to get it in front of the net, but couldn't. But that's the speed of Doster Kroll that doesn't go unnoticed, right? Being able to get past defenders and able to get down there.
We see Greenwich win the faceoff, but it gets to Gavin Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick nearly able to play that one. Puck still loose in the neutral zone. Greenwich retains possession. Fitzpatrick gets it back. Gavin Fitzpatrick in the slot, backhand shot, wide right of the cage. Puck played out in front. Some contact. Rams get it, settle it down on offense. Jack Kroll shot on cage, saved by Sinisi. Now Greenwich with a 2-on-2 opportunity, breaking up the ice. Looking for a shot off the skate to Chase Harding. Greenwich gets it right back. Player tripped up. And Del Carmine will go to the box for a trip. His stick got caught on the skate of number 17. Not rostered number 17 for this Greenwich squad. But the Cardinals will have a 2-minute power play to open up this one.
Yeah, and this is a momentum booster, right? You get a power play opportunity early on, and you need to capitalize against the good teams, especially against New Canaan. An opportunity to take advantage of having an extra man on the ice.
So for the Rams on the penalty kill, you've got Max Lowe and Doster Kroll as your forwards, and then Chase Harden and Chase Pinkernell as the defenseman. So we'll see Greenwich through the neutral zone, trying to work it up the ice. Lowe with a little bit of a hip check. Greenwich potential in the slot. Player tripped up, hits the wall as Pinkernell clears that one out and down the ice. Harden comes off as Trent O'Neill resets it for the Cardinals. Cardinals on the left half wall, or sorry, the right. Now O'Neill wheeling the puck through the neutral zone. Loses that one. Kroll gets it. Doster Kroll sends it down the ice into the neutral zone as Greenwich resets it with Bowden Farmer. Farmer through the neutral zone. Loses that one. Patrick Sachs. Patty Sachs, the guy we're seeing explode towards this end of the regular season, start of the postseason for this Rams team. A good guy for them to get going late in this 2023 campaign. as Greenwich looks to settle it down on offense. Up top, Farmer's shot off the stick of Pickering.
Yeah, good traffic in front of the net, though, right there, right? You got a couple men in front of the net try to block Pickering's vision, and they do just that, but he makes the save.
Jack Kroll gets the puck, sends it off the boards to Rogan Lowe. Lowe sends it up the ice, looking to kill some time. Just over 30 seconds remain on the Greenwich power play as the Cardinals look to not squander an opportunity early in this one to get on the board. Harden, the huge stick check there. As 20 seconds remain on the Greenwich power play. Cardinal player sent into the boards by Jack Thompson. And Harden resets in the defensive zone. Harden up to Bauer Gamble. Gamble dumps that one down. And just 5 seconds left on the power play. Huge hit from Thompson. And the Rams kill it off successfully. Del Carmine back out on the ice.
Yeah,
he already lays a hit.
And in that first minute, you saw Greenwich get a couple of opportunities, but after that, it was completely dry. No offensive zone possession, and you got to do that early on, right? Get some momentum as that one's pushed aside by Pickering.
Harden has the puck behind the cage, gets it back to Roby. Braden Roby up to Tony Del Carmine. Del Carmine moving up the ice. Oh, looked for a little deke. Couldn't get it. And a scrum for the puck along the boards. Gets out to Jack Kroll. Kroll shot. Saved by Sinesy.
Yeah, and that's Jack Kroll's second shot on the night. And although that doesn't look like a good shot, right, you get the offensive zone face-off here. Good shot from the point. Makes Cincy make a save. And early on, you're just going to keep on getting shots to the front of the net. And like Wayne Gretzky said, you can't score if you don't shoot.
I think 100% of the shots you don't take, or you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know, Michael Scott also said that, as you see a loose puck here out into the neutral zone. Rams on the chase. Chase Pinkernell to Jack Kroll, back around to Leiden. Bryce Leiden looking up the ice. Max Lowe gets possession of the puck. Doster Kroll in the attacking zone for the Rams. Behind to Lowe. Lowe with a huge hit. Out Jack Kroll from the point. Looked to dump it down. Couldn't find anyone. And offsides whistled in favor of the Cardinals. And John, just another look along these sidelines for the Rams. Cam Leiden, a guy who's been playing really well for this Rams team as of late, really this whole season. He's, he suffered a little bit of a head injury, so he's out for this one, as he was for that prep game. So Leiden, they're missing his presence out there tonight. As a shot from Doster Kroll, gloved by Sinesy. But Leiden, he's a huge player for this Rams team, and they're going to miss him. But Sachs, he's filled that role pretty well.
Yeah, New Canaan's done a great job, right? You look up and down that roster, and there's a lot of talented guys that can fill in slots. Say someone gets injured, right? You got guys that step up in and night out, and you've just seen that from Clark Jones' ability to kind of mix up those lines and see what works and what doesn't work.
So the Cardinals get possession as the Rams' fourth line is on the ice here. You've got Andrew Brandt, Brooks Thompson, and Henry Laddick, along with Wilson Crowley at the point with Elliot Croft. As looks like we have an icing here in favor of the Cardinals once again. So an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and so far tonight, right, Greenwich has done a great job of kind of protecting that middle part of the ice on the defensive zone on the back check, right? They've been able to force New Canaan to outside and take those perimeter shots, which you need to keep on doing. You can't let New Canaan get inside with the puck.
There's a fight for the puck. Rams look to clear the zone. Shot from the point. Kept away by Pickering as Croft sends that one up the ice. Kept in by a Cardinals player. Seems no one can find the puck. It is stuck along the wall. How about that? It is wedged against that glass. No players could find it. No wonder. I think the referees finally identified it. Cam Leiden was pointing to that one along the sides. His hood on.
The puck was along the boards there.
Yeah.
No one able to find it. Kind of little bit of confusion there. And someone's got to step in the face-off dot for the Rams.
Yeah, it's Rogan Lowe. As we see the Rams' third line out here tonight. Jack Thompson, Rogan Lowe, and Bauer Gamble. Three very capable young players. This is really their kid line, we like to call it, for the Rams. As Matthews possesses the puck behind the cage. He's only a freshman for this Cardinals team. As the other freshman on the other side, Jack Kroll, sent that one down, but got a delayed offsides, and then the offsides came.
Yeah.
So Rogan Lowe, the face-off here.
It's been a lot of up and down hockey tonight, right, so far, PJ, and neither team able to kind of gain possession and then hold it, right, look for the good opportunities. We've just seen it go back and forth so far.
There's a pass to the slot, finds no one. Chase Harden shot from the point. Saved by Sinnis. He looked like that one got stuck in his pads. Couldn't find that one. He thought that one got sent out of play.
Good save by Cincy, and he's looking strong early on, right? Obviously in a New Canaan environment that comes with a lot of energy inside this Darien Ice House, but he's just kind of settled things down, right? Made a couple key saves early on and just held it strong in net.
Gamble will possess that puck behind the cage, send it around the boards to Jack Kroll. Kroll back down to Gamble. Jack Thompson behind the cage. Looking for a pass, scrum for the puck here. Still loose. That one finally played out. Harden gets it at the point. Harden shot. Blocked before it got to the cage. There's now another scrum for the puck. Players hit the floor. And Greenwich has a little bit of a breakaway opportunity here. That one to no avail. They just look to dump it down, and Kroll keeps that one out. Now Harden up to Bauer Gamble. Gamble across to Jack Thompson. Thompson loses that one, and Greenwich with another opportunity. Trent O'Neill. Braden Roby breaks up the opportunity. Roby, huge hit by O'Neill. As Del Carmine looks to send that one down. Greenwich playing with some intensity here tonight.
Yeah, and you can tell Greenwich is just trying to do a good job. They're able to avoid some of the early hits by New Canaan, right? New Canaan's trying to come out. They come out physically each and every night, and they try to maintain that and dominate the game physically, but Greenwich has done a great job of avoiding those hits early on.
This is the puck still loose, now into the neutral zone. Sent down by a Cardinals player. And Elliot Croft will look up the ice to Gavin Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick gets a pass, sends it across to Roby. Del Carmine now has it in the defensive zone for the Rams. Del Carmine up to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick dumps it in. Looking to get some offense brewing here for the Rams. Chase Pinker now with a huge hit. As the Rams still look to get some established offense coming here. Pinker now with a chase down. Couldn't get that one. That's number 6, Heath Jervis, with a pass in front. Saved by Pickering. Mason Pickering with some huge play here. Harden got hit by the back from Jervis. And some extracurriculars coming here from Harden.
Yeah,
got some angry fans ringside. That was a late hit on Jervis, or from Jervis.
A little bit of physicality here early on, and I think that's what New Canaan needs, right? They need to get riled up, need to get into this game, and that's one way they do it, right, with that physicality. And Chase Harden brings that every single night and brings up a little energy there.
Yeah, so it looks like Jervis will go to the penalty box after those late extracurriculars on Harden. Harden, a player who is not shy of contact by any means, but now the Rams' very established power play will come out on the ice here for their first look of the night.
Yeah, and if you're Greenwich, right, this is where you kind of got to hold the fort down, clear the puck as often as possible, and keep the pressure, keep New Canaan from getting out, right, in open ice, and you got to make a stop here on the penalty kill.
So for the Rams, you've got Braden Roby in the middle. You've got Bryce Lyden and Tony Del Carmine on the wings. Then you've got Max Lowe and Doster Kroll at the points. So 5 forwards on the ice here for the Rams. Really looking to get some offense brewing here. This is Lowe. Walks along the blue line down to Lyden. Back up to Lowe. Max Lowe across to Doster Kroll. Kroll, a shoot first player, gets it across to Roby. Roby shot in front. Puck still loose. And Max Lowe retains possession up top to Doster Kroll. Back down to Max Lowe. Kroll's shot saved by Sinisi.
Yeah, slapper from the point. That one by Kroll, as you mentioned, saved by Cincy. But you just see New Canaan's patient power play, right? They're not scared to kind of let time tick off, right? Look for that good opportunity, and they got one there. But they're not scared to move the puck around, and that's what they kind of specialize in.
So Roby will glide into the face-off dot once again for the Rams as he loses that one to number 10, George Holdsworth. But the Rams retain possession right back in the attacking zone. Lyden The cross to Lowe. Lowe down to Kroll. Doster Kroll. Shot. Hits a player in front. Puck still loose. Finally sent out a play. And Greenwich looking to chase that one down. That's Holdsworth once again. Fight for the puck along the boards. Max Lowe gets it out. Lowe looking up the ice.
You got to get back. Lowe's quick on his feet. He's just going to dump it in.
Max Lowe pass in front. Nearly found Bryce Leiden. Leiden obviously had that OT winner against Darien. Definitely the highlight of his season as Mason Pickering stops that one. Looks for a pass. Just gives it off to Elliott Croft as the Rams' third line comes on with Croft and Kroll. Still 30 seconds left on the power play for the Rams. As we see Rogan Lowe dump that one down. And you've got Elliott Croft on the ice as a defenseman, but really Elliott Croft grew up playing as a forward. He played as a forward on this Rams team last year, and so he's a good guy to have on the power play, even if he's playing on the second line. But as a power play defenseman, he's a really good guy for this Rams team to have as he looks up the ice. Elliott Croft taking it through the neutral zone. Small guy, but what he lacks in size, he makes up for in speed. You see it there. Oh, Croft sent it to the boards, though. As an icing comes here. Croft hit in the back and sent flying into the boards.
You mentioned, though, Croft, he's not just a defender, right? He's a forward, and he started skating in 6th grade, so he got a little bit of a late start, then played with Darien kids up and through middle school, and then now on the New Canaan varsity squad, and he's really found his role and found his place on this team.
So the Rams' first line back out here, the new look, right, with Leiden, Lowe, and Kroll. As we see Greenwich send that one around the boards. The Rams get it right back behind the cage. That's Max Lowe up to Bryce Leiden. Leiden shot saved by the Greenwich goalkeeper, Sinesy. Puck's off the net, off the sticks. And refs didn't call that until now. I don't know how you missed that. Neither post is on.
Yeah, that was right in front of the ref's eyes, too, right? It's not like it was down on the other side of the ice. It was right there in front, and they waited just a couple extra seconds to call it.
So as it stands, still knotted at 0. 5:06 left in the first period of action here from the Darien Ice House. PJ Neville alongside John Frieders bringing you tonight's action. And this one really Greenwich playing up to New Canaan's level tonight. New Canaan, we were anticipating probably a 2-3 goal first period from them. And, that has not been the case here so far. You see Max Lowe shot, puck loose in front, gets it out. Chase Harden down to Doster Kroll. Kroll looking to make a couple moves. Puck still loose. Leiden fighting for it. Now to Lowe. Max Lowe. Looking, puck is still loose.
Yeah, no one able to gain
and Doster
control.
Kroll with the puck finally at the point, settles it down for the Rams. His shot hits off a Cardinal defender. And the Rams forced to reset it in the neutral zone, now into the attacking zone. Doster Kroll's shot off the side of the cage. And ref blows the whistle. Looks like, is the net off again? That is, that's, as we see an offensive zone faceoff for the Rams. We've got that second line on for them.
Not entirely sure what that call was.
Yeah.
Maybe the net was off the ring, but that was a stoppage in play. And New Canaan, neither team able to control the puck early on in this first period. And, you've seen just back and forth hockey with no real shots, scoring opportunities for either team.
So the Cardinals will look to send it out of the zone. But the Rams with some heavy forecheck here. Gavin Fitzpatrick, puck in front. He loses it, gives it right back up to the Cardinals as they move it up the ice. Icing waved off. Jervis with some aggressive forecheck. Now number 17, we don't have him rostered. As the Cardinals look to have a breakout opportunity. Shot way wide of the cage. And Del Carmine looks up the ice off the boards, looking to get Fitzpatrick out in front. Fitzpatrick gets to that one in time to get the icing off, but Rams look to settle it down in the offensive end. Shot in front, scores! Jack Thompson with the goal, and the Rams go up 1-0. Just 3:09 remaining in the first period of action. Great goal, great centering pass from Roby in front to Thompson as he nets that one.
Yeah, great shot there by Thompson, and great job on the replay. We'll look at the replay here, but pass to the slot and just found his man and converted right away. Cincy not able to see that one, and you're really in a bad position, right? If you're Cincy there, pass to the slot, you got to shift over to the front of the net and try to block off the angle. The shot by the New Canaan Rams offense, and they do just that. They score up 1-0 now.
Great goal by Thompson, assisted by Fitzpatrick and Roby as the Rams getting aggressive once again. The third line out there still with Thompson, then Rogan Lowe and Bauer Gamble shot in front. Gets blocked away as Kroll sends that one down to Thompson. Thompson behind the cage. Cardinals look to get it out, and they do. Now they dump it down, and Jack Kroll looking to get it back. Once again, he loses that one. That puck went out of the zone. So an offside's called there, and the Rams will have a face-off just outside their defensive zone. And
yeah.
John, if you're the Rams, right, you got that goal from Thompson. Now what are you looking to do on the offensive side to just keep it up?
Yeah, you just got to keep connecting those passes, right? You get the pass to the slot, and that's what they were missing. They weren't able to kind of make those passes that they needed to make to find good scoring opportunities, and it just felt like a matter of time before New Canaan scored there. They were just in the offensive zone for too long to not get a goal. They're just kind of lingering there, and Greenwich's defense has got to get it out when they see that.
Doster Kroll with the huge hit there, but the Cardinals look to have a break to no avail. Croft across to Bryce Lydon. Lydon, you heard those far passes from some fans rinkside. Lydon had an opportunity, settles it down the offensive side. Chase Pinkernell shot from the point. Puck loose in front. Cincy stops that one.
Yeah, good save by Cincy, but you got to rebound off that goal, right? You got to put that goal behind you. You gave up one. You just got to hope your offense can get something going. The Greenwich offense held scoreless up to this point. 1:50 remaining in this first period, but Greenwich's offense hasn't had any time of possession in that offensive zone right recently. I mean, it started off a little bit with some offense, but haven't found any since.
So now the puck played behind the cage. Roby sends it around to Del Carmine. Del Carmine up to Harden. Harden's shot from the point goes wide as Greenwich sends that one down for an icing. And just going back, Chase Harden, I mean, he's a guy who takes so many shots per game. I don't think he's found the back of the net at all this season, but eventually I would love to see a Chase Harden goal come from this Rams team as we have just 90 seconds left in the first period of action. Scores 1-0 in favor of the Rams of New Canaan High School. Here from the Darien Ice House, John Frieders, PJ Neville, bringing you tonight's action.
Yeah, and although he hasn't found the back of the net, right, night in and night out, he brings that physicality, not scared to stand up for his teammates, and really riles up this New Canaan team.
So Gavin Fitzpatrick sends it to Braden Roby. Roby in front, look for a centering pass again. The puck's still loose. Del Carmine sends that one down to, that's Roby. Puck played out into the neutral zone, sent across to Kroll. Jack Kroll dumps that one down. And Trent O'Neill looks to battle for the puck against Tony Del Carmine. Those two faced off in two freshman lacrosse games last year, where I was also in that game. Guarded Trent O'Neill a couple times. Very physical player. Definitely got past, scored some goals. See if he can tonight here too. As puck sent down. Gavin Fitzpatrick looked for a centering pass. Got it to co-captain Doster Kroll. Puck is still loose.
Again, though, you saw that pass to the slot, and that's where they scored that first one. And if you want to keep putting up goals, you got to keep connecting those passes. And they found success in the slot tonight, so they got to keep going back to it. But you just see, putting Cincy in uncomfortable situations, being able to force him to move from post to post will leave the net open in some cases.
So now the Rams with that first line back out there. 36.8 seconds left in the first period of action. There's a shot from Harden sent wide. And Leiden loses the puck behind the cage. Maxwell almost swooped in there, got the goal. Chase Pinkernell will send that one down. Puck being fought for right along that Greenwich bench. As Pinkernell gets that one out and across to Harden. Harden up to Kroll. Kroll makes a defender miss and slam himself into the boards. Defender number 13, Jake D'Angelo, as the Rams head into the first period intermission, up 1-0 against the Greenwich Cardinals. And John, this Rams offense, they were moving slow at the start, but now they've finally gotten things going, get that cycle going. What are you looking for from them in the second and third periods?
Yeah, you're right, PJ, right? They came out a little bit slow. They didn't play, which they would have on Saturday against Wilton, because Wilton forfeited. And I think just getting out on the ice tonight, right, getting back into the swing of things, you know, practice is definitely not the same as games. Able to connect on the pass. They're up 1-0, but expect more offense in that second period.
And then from Greenwich, I mean, they really haven't had too many offensive opportunities, really no scoring chances here. They haven't tested Mason Pickering at all. What are you looking for from them to get going in the second and third?
Yeah, although your offense kind of has been at a stall, right, your defense is playing pretty well tonight, able to play physically and try to put the Rams in uncomfortable situations, but you got to get that puck on the forecheck. You got to get it into the offensive zone, and you got to get scoring opportunities and test Pickering. Otherwise, you're not going to find the back of the net.
All right, so that will be all from us, from NCTV and DAF Media, the co-stream for this boys FCX semifinal. We'll be back for the second and third periods of action after this ice break.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
And we are back live from the Darien Ice House on NCTV 78 and DAF Media for the second period of action between the Rams and the Cardinals, New Canaan and Greenwich. The Rams up 1-0 early in this one, but they will be on the penalty kill coming into this second period of action after a late penalty in that first. Not 100% sure who that one was on. Obviously, we didn't see any players go to the box, but the Cardinals have an opportunity to knot it up here. And John, what are you liking from this Rams team? Obviously, they had that one goal coming from Jack Thompson, assisted by Braden Roby and Gavin Fitzpatrick, but really, they've been in control this whole game, just haven't been able to get past the brick wall of Nick Sinesy.
Yeah, they haven't been able to put up a lot of goals on the score sheet, right? But they've been applying pressure throughout that entire first period. You know, for the first couple minutes, it looked kind of like Greenwich was going to try to get a goal, right? They were pushing New Canaan around, and then New Canaan kind of turned it into second gear. After that Chase Harding kind of scrum in front of the net, New Canaan looked like a different team. They came out, started connecting on their passes, and then they eventually scored on that pass to the slot. That was Thompson who scored. And coming into the second half, right, or second period, you know, you're down on the penalty kill. Once you kill the penalty, though, and even if you get an opportunity shorthanded, you want to go out and score.
Yeah, so it looks like Chase Pinkernell will be in the sin bin for the Rams. And out there on the penalty kill, you've got Jack Kroll and Chase Harden, as we see a lot of contact along that left half wall early. Kroll getting into it. His shot goes behind. And then for the forwards for the Rams, you've got Max Lowe and Doster Kroll, as Greenwich looks to move it around at the points. You've got Farmer, sends it down. Looking for some offense here. O'Neill's shot blocked by Max Lowe. Lowe ate that one up, as a one-timer goes way off the cage. A battle for the puck out in front.
Yeah, and Greenwich has got to get more shots on the net, right? New Canaan's done a great job of blocking basically any shot that they fire onto the net, and they've done a great job defensively tonight. But they just got to tighten up here, right? And if you're Greenwich, you need to get something going offensively so it doesn't turn into kind of a game where you're playing on the defensive side of the puck for most of it.
As Patty Sachs sends that one down into the neutral zone. Bauer Gamble applying some heavy forecheck here. Teddy Johnson skating it up through into the attacking zone. And a great clear by Gamble, and the Rams gets that one back out. And the Rams look to successfully kill off this penalty. Only 30 seconds left. And Patty Sachs looks to gain possession of the puck. Huge hit from Johnson. Sachs still on the puck somehow or another. He's on his knees on the ground with the puck. Gets it out Bauer Gamble looks to clear it up the ice, gets it past Bowden Farmer. Two sophomores battling for the puck here. Gamble gets it in front. Roby nearly had a short-handed opportunity. There's just 5 seconds remain on the penalty play, or the power play for Greenwich, and it looks like the Rams will successfully kill that one off.
Yeah, Greenwich unsuccessful on the power play, and then that pass to the slot from Gamble to Roby, an opportunity for something, but couldn't get a shot on net. But you're going to see New Canaan really try to push it. They've been a second and third period team kind of all year, right? So you're going to see them apply heavier pressure, and they've kind of gotten into the rhythm. We mentioned they hadn't played since a week ago against Fairfield Prep, so they're coming onto the ice. Started off a little bit slow, but they found their groove right now.
Oh, huge hit along the boards from Roby. Puck still out in front. Kroll shot from the point, saved by Sinesy. That one played out in front as Bowden Farmer looked to clear it, but Jack Kroll kept that one in play. Braden Roby battling along the boards with number 2, Michael Gilbride. 2 juniors. There's a huge open ice hit from Chase Harden. That one makes contact with the senior Jake D'Angelo. And the Rams playing some really physical hockey to start off this second period of action. Farmer in his own defensive zone.
Yeah, and just look at the pressure that's being applied even on the when they don't have the puck. They're applying pressure to this Greenwich offense, and they haven't been able to get anything as passed to the slot. Saw an opportunity but couldn't get a shot on Pickering.
So the Cardinals lose that one after a squandered opportunity out in front. And a scrum for the puck. Sees Gavin Fitzpatrick get it to co-captain Doster Kroll. Kroll gets it out in front. Max Lowe shot. Saved by Sinesy off the 1T. As that Rams, they had 3 captains, all the forwards out on that ice. And that was a great look from them. Couldn't quite capitalize. But they'll definitely look to take more opportunities like that in the future.
Yeah, Lowe almost caught Cincy off guard. You saw him kind of make that save. You saw Doster Kroll whip it right to Lowe, and Lowe wasted no time. Quick trigger there on the shot. Took one and went off the pad of Cincy, but had an opportunity, and you saw him get a little bit phased there.
Kroll looked to send that one down. Lost it in transition. Max Lowe pass out in front. Shot scores! Bryce Leiden. Or was it Max Lowe? I think it's Max Lowe with the goal there for the Rams, putting them up 2-0 early in the second period.
And that's going to be a goal by Max Lowe there. And that wasn't even, I'm not sure, an intended shot, right?
Yeah,
he was just trying to get the puck in front of the net, and that one went off a stick, I believe, of a Greenwich player. As we get a replay here, and that did go off a stick of a Greenwich player, hit the back of Cincy and into the net right before that net came off the stilts. And that was a goal by Max Lowe.
So the Rams take a 2-0 lead early here in the second period of action, as a player is down and injured in the middle of the ice. Can't quite see the number on that one. That was after the face-off with Max Lowe. 2 players got tangled up, and a Greenwich player looks to be down on the ice.
And this one really doesn't look good. He's down on the ice. Just going to stay down for a second. We got the athletic staff from both Greenwich and New Canaan coming out to help him see what's wrong.
Yeah, you could hear he's in distress, and I think we're going to take a step away for a couple minutes on the NCTV and DAF Media Network. We'll be right back. And we are back live from the Darien Ice House after a scary scene. A player went down on the ice, injured. Looked like it might have been number 18, Hayden Oldefelt, the sophomore. Maybe number 16, Kyle Allen, the senior captain. Not 100% sure, couldn't quite see the number. But the Rams will have an opportunity here, broken up by the stick of Bowden Farmer, the sophomore for this Cardinals team. As he sends it around to the other sophomore, Trent O'Neill. O'Neill gets that one out back to Farmer as the Cardinals look to break it up the ice. Rams send it down. Doster Kroll in the neutral zone. Loses that one. Huge hit from Leiden. And Kroll with the 1-T nearly gets it. Doster Kroll nearly had the one-timer off an outstanding pass from Max Lowe and a great tic-tac-toe play from the Rams. The hit from Leiden, the pass from Lowe, and the shot from Kroll nearly got it past. Doster Kroll moves it up to Max Lowe.
Yeah, and so far in this second period, right, the Rams came out with some aggressiveness.
Max Lowe, nearly had a pass in front to Doster Kroll. Kroll nearly got the third goal on the night for the Rams, still up 2-0 here.
Yeah, you definitely see that connection from Max Lowe and
Doster Kroll's shot once again, saved by Sinesy. He's been playing great this whole game. As a lot of contact, fight for the puck. Up top, Chase Pinkernell with the shot off the stick of Sinesy. Batted away. And Rogan Lowe sends it behind the Bauer Gamble. Gamble fights through contact from Trent O'Neill as Pinkernell sends it down to Thompson. Thompson tries finding Lowe. Lowe makes some contact with a huge hit and gets it right back. That one finally cleared away from the Cardinals. Looked like number 21, Crosby Newey.
Yeah, in this second period, though, Lowe and Kroll have been on the same page time and time again, creating scoring opportunities. Obviously, they're both teammates on the ice here tonight, but they're also teammates during the spring season in lacrosse season. Doster Kroll committed to Michigan to go play lacrosse over there. The senior captain, a specialist in both lacrosse and hockey. And, you know, New Canaan's done a great job in the second period of creating their offense. And I don't know about you, PJ, but I'm seeing, like, lots more on communication from these guys. And they're out there trying to score goals. They're being a little bit more aggressive, and you can tell they've kind of settled in to this game.
Yeah, so it looks like we have a timeout coming from the Cardinals, I would believe. So both these teams, John, playing very spirited hockey, obviously in the FCX semifinal. One more win, and you're into the finals, fighting for an opportunity for the for the title of 2024 FCX champion. And John, what does this Greenwich team need to do to come back and, you know, get atop this Rams team?
Yeah, and right now they're just being beaten on that physicality side, right? You saw the scary injury just a couple minutes prior, but they haven't been able to move the puck, and New Canaan just dominated this second period, dominated the game so far. They've been able to connect the dots a couple of times. They scored just a couple minutes ago, too, on that goal from Lowe that went off a Greenwich defender's stick. But if you're Greenwich, you know, you got to keep that puck moving. You just got to keep the puck out of your own zone.
So both teams look to take back the ice here as the Rams have a defensive zone face-off coming up. It looks like number 6, Heath Jervis, will take it for the Cardinals, and then number 5, Braden Roby for the Rams. As the Rams win and get it out, look to push it up through the neutral zone. Tony Del Carmine. Del Carmine takes a huge hit from Jervis. And Fitzpatrick fighting for the puck along the boards. Del Carmine looks to deliver the favor right back to Jervis as Fitzpatrick's pass batted away, but the Rams still retain possession. Jack Kroll whiffs on the shot, and Jervis looks to conduct a breakout opportunity for the Cardinals to no avail as Kroll sent that one out to Del Carmine. Now Fitzpatrick in the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Gavin Fitzpatrick's shot saved by the shoulder of Sinesy, and that puck is off the sticks once again. That is, I don't know how many times that Sinesy has sent that one off, but it's quite a few.
Yeah, and he's done a great job in that, kind of blocking away the angle right there. Did a good job of taking away the angle from the Rams offense and just settling things down, and he's got to play strong right for the rest of the game if Greenwich wants a chance to win this game.
So now the Cardinals look to get a little breakout going with the Rams' fourth line out on the ice. Elliott Croft fights for possession of the puck. As the puck played out in front, still loose, sent wide, and out of play. 8:11 remains in the second period of action from the Darien Ice House. Rams up 2-0 on the Cardinals of Greenwich High School. John Frieders, PJ Neville bringing you tonight's action. And John, this Rams team, they've been playing really, really spirited hockey. They're looking to get back to that FCX final against the likes of either Darien or Ridgefield, who play just after this one, coming to you from the Darien Ice House. You see the Rams win the faceoff. Andrew Brandt sends it off the boards, but a Greenwich player intercepts the pass. And Brandt once again looks to get it out. Andrew Brandt, he's a player who was on the JV team last year for the Rams program, and this year, I mean, we've seen him really explode onto the scene as Brooks Thompson gets the puck, sends it around, but Andrew Brandt, right, we saw him take some second line reps as a shot from Leiden, saved by Sinisi. But just going back to it one more time, Brandt, you saw him take some second line reps, get a hat trick against St. Joe's a couple weeks back. So he's a guy they're looking forward to in the coming years, obviously junior, so they still got him for one more year. The refs whistle for a high stick on Greenwich. So the Rams have an offensive zone faceoff coming up here. I couldn't quite tell if it was New Canaan or Greenwich on that high stick. Puck was loose in the air, but it will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Rams.
It was definitely in front of the net there as Sinisi made the saves, and he's been playing pretty well since he let in that second goal, right? He's being peppered by Rams shots throughout this entire second period, and he's got to just settle things down. The Rams trying to get the puck in front of the net as they do almost just that. They're able to keep it in the zone.
Jack Kroll with a great job keeping the puck alive as Kroll takes it behind the cage, looking for a pass out. Kroll with a huge hit along the boards. Puck escapes the zone. Leiden dumps it down. Delayed offsides by the referee as Trent O'Neill sends that one across. Number 11, Owen Milazzo. Milazzo taking it through. Shot wide. And the Rams get it right back.
Yeah,
Farmer sends that one up.
Lowe thought about trying to take it into the zone, but he had one of his men offsides. So he just got to dump it in, and that's going to be an icing. Puck's going to go down to the other side of the ice. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff for Greenwich. And if you're Greenwich, you want to win this faceoff, right, and get a quick shot on net. Try to get some offense going as this second period. We're about midway through, and you're down by 2 goals.
So the Rams have that third line out there with Elliott Croft and Chase Pinkernell at the points. Meanwhile, Greenwich, they've got Frank Skibbo, Heath Jervis, and looks to be number 17 unrostered player. And then also you've got number 24, Ryan Matthews, and number 2, Michael Gilbride out there for the Cardinals as they look to move it up the ice, dumping it down. Puck behind the cage. As that one in the neutral zone, sent to Gamble. Bauer Gamble, backhander from the slot, goes high of the cage. Rogan Lowe gets it right back, though, for the Rams. Loses that one to Gilbride. Chase Pinkernell does a great job keeping that one alive. Rams fighting for the puck here. Thompson, with a huge reverse hit on Jervis. Thompson with another. Oh my goodness, Jack Thompson, the freshman, showing up huge here for the Rams. Chase Pinkernell sends that one down, hits Thompson. And that one goes out of play. Some great physical play by Jack Thompson there. 5:22 left in the second period of action. Rams up 2-0 on the Cardinals. John Frieders, PJ Neville bringing you tonight's action on NCTV and DAF.
Yeah, and you saw Thompson there get hit right, didn't budge, then we had a hit of his own, and then the puck went off his head out of play. But Rams doing a great job, right, countering physicality with physicality, and they kind of are dominating this game physically wise.
So Fitzpatrick will send that one down and behind. Del Carmine on the chase, can't quite get there, but Roby keeps it alive for the Rams. Roby gets it right back. Fitzpatrick up to Roby. Roby shot just high. Sinisi had a quick glove, might have gotten there, but that was a really good shot by Roby as he's pinned behind the cage. Gets it out to Fitzpatrick, but Greenwich gets it right back. It's Harden with the huge hit. Chase Harden on Teddy Johnson. 2 lacrosse defensemen, and those guys, I mean, that was a huge hit from Harden. Johnson, he's a big guy. Coach Craig Vitale over at Combine Fitness, he was talking to us at New Canaan lacrosse preseason earlier. He was telling us, Johnson, he's a big kid, physical kid, but he got laid out by Leiden earlier in this season. Vitale always talks about that one, and now from Harden there.
Face-off won by New Canaan. Roby's probably going to try to throw it to the front.
Roby with the wraparound. That one just kept out by Sinisi. Greenwich player tripped up, and Rams capitalized on the opportunity. Del Carmine sends it down and around. Roby along the boards. That one played out by Greenwich, sent down. That's going to be an icing. Yep.
Yeah, and that'll give a momentary pause kind of in this constant pressure that's been applied by New Canaan. And not to be a broken record, right? But New Canaan's just been able to possess the puck in the offensive zone, kind of keep that puck on the offensive side of the ice, right? And dominate physically, and then move that puck around and keep it inside the blue line, which they've done a great job of doing, or done a great job of tonight.
So we will see Max Lowe at the face-off dot, centering Duster Kroll and Bryce Leiden, and then Jack Kroll and Elliot Croft at the points. Duster Kroll gets a pass across the Leiden, right back to Kroll. Kroll looked in front to Max Lowe, puck loose. And Lowe got his stick tied up, rests with the whistle.
Yeah, and you saw Lowe trying to get open in front of the net, right down in that slot, trying to work in front of the goalie since Sinisi, and had an opportunity, but his stick was held there.
So Lowe will glide once again into the face-off dot. Tie up for the puck, and the Rams get possession. Looking around, Farmer sends that one around and out of play. Elliot Croft looks across, D-to-D pass to Kroll. Kroll sends it up the ice to Leiden. Puck still loose now into the Rams attacking zone. And Doster Kroll with an opportunity, dirty dangles. Looked for a centering pass to Leiden. As Leiden fights for the puck right behind that Greenwich cage. The whole Darien team watching this game, awaiting their matchup in just a few hours. Sorry, probably about 1 hour, as a huge hit comes there from Elliot Croft. Leiden gets sent to onto the ice also. Now Croft working up the ice to Kroll. Doster Kroll, shot, scores! Doster Kroll off a great tic-tac-toe play from the Rams. Elliot Croft to Kroll. Kroll with some nice dangles, and he finds the back of the net past Sinisi.
Yeah, you saw that little swing move right to move from his left to get inside, and that quick move right. Turns around and then gets the immediate shot, the quick release by Doster Kroll. Doing it all season, did it last season, and continuing his success tonight with the shot there. And what a great move, move that stick from the left side of his defender, get inside to his right, then right with his stick, kind of quick release wrist shot. Sinisi not enough time to react, and that one slides past him on his right side.
Great shot from Kroll as he finds his first of the day. Never know. Maybe more to come from Doster Kroll as Greenwich wins that face-off. Fighting for the puck. Just under 3 minutes remain in the second period of action. Rams up 3-0 as they look to advance to the FCAC final coming up Saturday at that Danbury ice rink. That's going to be a little bit of a hike for New Canaan and, potentially Darien if they win against Ridgefield later today. Obviously, Ridgefield a lot closer to that Danbury rink, so, not as bad of a travel voyage up for them. The puck up top. Pinkernell sends that one down, eaten up by Greenwich defender in front.
Yeah, and this is the time where if you're Greenwich, right, you need a goal before the break in between the second and third period. You need to get some offense to kind of reassure yourself that you'll be able to come back.
Jack Thompson wheeling it up the ice. Pass in front. Oh, Gamble nearly had it. And Thompson, right, he's got that one today. He had 2 in that matchup against Xavier just a little over a week ago. Down at Xavier, Rams won 5-0 in dominant fashion. Mason Pickering with the shutout. Thompson with 2. All around great game from the Rams as Harden retreats into his defensive zone behind the cage. Across to Kroll. Puck into the neutral zone, dumped into the Rams defensive zone. Looks like it just keeps going back and forth. Thompson finally sends that one down.
They're going to dump it in and get a line change.
Farmer looks across as the Cardinals send that one up. Elliot Croft gets back there just in time as he gets it across to Kroll. Del Carmine, and now to Fitzpatrick. Gavin Fitzpatrick through the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Turns it back, looks at Del Carmine. Del Carmine sends it down to Roby. And the Rams are using some new lines today, playing pretty well on the defensive end. The offensive end, it's been a little, I don't know, I don't want to say lackluster, but they did win 8-1 against Greenwich with those other lines as Sinisi sends that one off the posts once again. So we've got an offensive zone faceoff coming for the Rams. Just under a minute left in this second period of action at the Darien Ice House. Rams up 3-0 on the Cardinals.
Yeah, and the Rams will get an offensive zone faceoff here, but that net keeps coming off. And some fans seem a little bit frustrated that they're not doing anything about it, right?
I mean, that's got to be 4 or 5 times that Sinisi has hit that one off. So not even the third period yet. Ref drops the puck. Rams win it in their offensive zone. Del Carmine sends it off the boards to Roby. Roby, oh, Fitzpatrick had a shot. No good in front. And Roby's wraparound goes wide. Jack Kroll sends it down behind to Roby. Roby had...
The net's off right now, too.
Yeah, but I think since it's in a stable enough position that it's not going to change anything. I mean, we saw it come off on that Max Lowe deflection goal, so I'm not really sure. But refs definitely being a little loose with the net and the posts today. This is, it's been a common occurrence at the Darien Ice House. Too many times the nets have come off the posts.
Buchanan's going to get an offensive zone face-off here, right? They've been in the offensive zone for most of this second period, doing a great job of just moving that puck around, finding open spots. As that one goes up in the air.
Croft gets it to Kroll. Doster Kroll looking for a lane. Kroll just sends it across to Croft. And Croft with bodies in front. Leiden got sent to the floor. Looks like he's battling with number 16, the captain, Kyle Allen. Shot, scores! Max Lowe, his second of the night, as the Rams go up 4-0. Just 0.6 seconds left in the second period of action. Great last-ditch effort from the Rams, and they go up 4-0.
That was a top left snipe by Max Lowe. Shot there from the senior captain, second on the night. As you mentioned, PJ, what a shot there from Max Lowe. Got the puck, got a little bit of open room, and fired and converted.
Great look from Lowe. The Rams go up 4-0, 0.6 seconds left. And Lowe, that's his second of the night. Great looks from Lowe, and he's getting it past as the Rams head into the second period intermission, up 4-0 on the Cardinals of Greenwich High School. John, I'm going to start with this Rams team. They really turned it up in that second period. What'd you like?
Yeah, well, they started converting on opportunities, right? You saw them at the end of that first period get pressure on Greenwich, and they just couldn't find the back of the net, and then they did just that in this second period. And what a no better way to end off the second period than with the goal with 0.6 seconds left by Max Lowe, and just doing a great job of applying pressure on Greenwich, knowing that if they keep getting shots towards the front of the net, right, something has to break, and it does just that. New Canaan doing a great job in this second period of applying pressure and scoring.
And then Greenwich, they've got one more period left to pull off some sort of miracle and advance to the FCAC final. What do they need to do, John? It's going to take a lot.
Yeah, it will take a lot if you're Greenwich to get back into this game, but you got to start off. You got to come out hot in that third period. You got to get a goal pretty quickly, right? Get a goal, get some momentum. But New Canaan has all the momentum right now, so it's going to be tough to steal a goal. And then you know New Canaan's going to keep on pushing, right? They'd never stop. Even up 4-0, they're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal, and they're going to keep trying to pile up goals on the season.
So that will be all from us for the first and second periods of action from the Darien Ice House. Don't go anywhere on NCTV or DAF Media Network, as we'll be back for the third period of FCAC semifinal action coming up soon.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
And we are back live for the third period of action in this FCX semifinal matchup between the Rams and the Cardinals, New Canaan and Greenwich. The Rams up 4-0 in this one after shaking off that, that rust in the first period. They really came to play in that second. And John, what'd you like from them?
Yeah, the Rams just applied constant pressure. I think that was the thing, right? Just keep on applying pressure till you find something that works. And then you got the stars really showing up tonight for the Rams. You got the senior captains, Maxwell, who has 2 goals tonight. Fitzpatrick's been in the mix. He doesn't have a goal tonight, but he's been around. And then you got Doster Kroll, who has that goal that was in the middle of the second period. But the stars showing up for New Canaan tonight.
So we'll see Max Lowe take the faceoff for the Rams. He loses that one, and Greenwich with an instant opportunity. Shot blocked by Jack Kroll. And the puck sent in by Bowden Farmer at the point. Blocked by a New Canaan player in front. Doster Kroll looks to take it up the ice, loses that one. Gets it right back. Max Lowe up to his brother, Jack Kroll up to his brother Doster, as Doster Kroll lays out Heath Jervis for the Cardinals. Now moving it up the ice. Bowden Farmer's shot eaten up by Pickering, and that little clap back from Kyle Allen is going to draw the eyes of some New Canaan players. Chase Harden first to get there as always.
Yeah, questionable move there, right, to kind of poke the glove of Pickering. You know New Canaan's not going to like that, but they do it anyway. And if you're Greenwich, right, you've got to get back into this game now. You already have a mountain to climb with that 4-goal deficit. It's possible, it's doable, but you got to get a goal here quickly.
So Braden Roby glides into the faceoff dot for the Rams against number 16, the captain for Greenwich, Kyle Allen, guy who initiated those extracurriculars with the tap of Pickering. And Roby glides around. Braden Roby, he's been looking for the wraparound today. Gets it across to Elliot Croft. Croft shot from the point, out in front. Puck still loose. Finally sent away by Greenwich, as New Canaan keeps it in. Tony Del Carmine sent across to Croft. Out, puck in front. Shot from Fitzpatrick goes high.
Yeah, and Fitzpatrick trying to get that backhand going. We've seen him take a couple shots tonight from that backhand, but able to kind of just keep on pressuring Sinisi, John. Sinisi.
But Fitzpatrick will have the puck behind the cage. Was looking up to Elliot Croft. Gets it across to Chase Pinkernell. Pinkernell shot from the point. Saved by Sinisi. Puck is still loose behind the cage with Roby. Braden Roby's shot behind. And Jack Thompson, Lowe, and Thompson, Roby, and Fitzpatrick out there on the ice. Those are the 3 forwards when Jack Thompson netted that first goal of the game for the Rams. That great one off the pass from Roby from behind, as Fitzpatrick with the shot scores. Gavin Fitzpatrick with the 5th goal on the night for the Rams. Just over 2 minutes into this third period of action. Great one, finds the net behind Sinisi. Great look from the Rams, great shot and score from Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, and he makes this just look way too easy, right? He gets a little bit of open room there, finds a little pocket that Sinisi is not able to cover, and he scores. And just like that, all 3 senior captains each have a goal tonight. Maxwell has 2, Doster has 1, and Fitzpatrick now has 1. And just top to bottom, the Rams have played a solid game in that second and third period, and it took them a little bit to kind of get into that first period after taking a week off, or not having a game for a week. But they've gotten back into it, and they look like the Rams offense we're used to seeing.
So the Rams will reset the puck behind the cage of Mason Pickering. Harden sends it to Kroll. Kroll around to Thompson. Thompson works it behind the cage. Gets it up to Gamble. And Greenwich dumps it right back down. Jack Kroll surveying his options. Gets it to his freshman teammate. 2 freshmen on this team for the Rams. Kroll and Thompson, both impact players, as Harden slipped up there. Hand pass to Kroll.
Not entirely sure what he was thinking there as he picked up the puck and then kind of slid it to his teammate.
Yeah, Harden He was looking to kind of just kill that puck. He was talking to the referee. It looked like he tried to justify it.
Maybe you just hit that with the stick right on the ground instead of trying to use your hand. Just quickly tap it with the stick.
Well, Hardin was stuck in a tough situation there. Looked to just kind of kill the play, reset it for the Rams with a face-off as Max Lowe wins that one. Gets it back to Chase Pinkernell. Bryce Leiden fighting for the puck along the boards. We talked about it. His brother Cam out today with a head injury. Hopefully he's back for that final against either Darien or Ridgefield. Winner will be determined in just a little bit from the Darien Ice House, so don't go anywhere. As we see Max Lowe send that one up. That one sent back into play by a Greenwich player. And the Rams look to get it out of their defensive zone. Doster Kroll looks across to Bryce Leiden. Chase Pinkernell gets it up to Leiden. As Greenwich forces a turnover, sends it right all the way down the ice for an icing awarded to Mason Pickering and the Rams.
And it didn't take the Rams long to score in this third period, right? They scored with 0.6 seconds left in that second period, so went into the locker room with all that momentum. And then they put up another one here early on in the third. It was a Gavin Fitzpatrick wrist shot that found the back of the net. And again, all three senior captains have scored, as well as Jack Thompson.
So Greenwich looks to move this one into the neutral zone. But that one broken up by the Rams as Patty Sachs sends it across to Andrew Brandt. That one's stolen away by the Cardinals. And Brooks Thompson getting aggressive on the forecheck. And the refs blow the whistle for something. I'm not 100% sure. But we will have a defensive zone face-off coming up for the Rams.
Gotta assume it might have been a hand pass. Not entirely sure what else would bring the puck to this other side of the net. Other side of the ice.
Maybe a high stick. But the Rams will have a defensive zone face-off coming up here with Henry Laddick at the face-off dot against number 4, Michael Orico. As the Rams lose that one. Get it right back. Henry Laddick conducting a breakout up the ice. Laddick off the wall, gets it right back. Loses that one into the middle of the ice. Laddick, good lacrosse player, good hockey player, real do-it-all guy for both teams. Right, he's an attackman and he's a midi for New Canaan, wherever you really need him.
Yeah, and that's a pretty common occurrence, right, in between the hockey and the lacrosse team. A lot of these guys are on both teams, so that chemistry is always there, which is an advantage whenever you step on the ice.
So Bowden Farmer will send that one around. It's a nice move as the Rams get it back in their offensive zone. Wilson Crowley sends it across to Chase Pinkernell. Pinkernell down to Brandt. Brandt with the huge hit. Gets one right back at him as the shot goes out of play. And an offensive zone face-off coming for New Canaan.
Yeah, and if you're Greenwich right now it's do or die time. This might be the last period on this FCAC title run, and then you'll have states after that, but you want to try to make it to the FCAC finals. Of course, you're down by 5 right now with 9:57 remaining in this third period. The New Canaan's controlled all facets of this game throughout the second and third period so far.
So pass in front goes awry, but the Rams get it right back in their attacking zone and looking to move it out. Combination of Greenwich players. They finally get it out and through the neutral zone.
Great defensive play there by Gavin Fitzpatrick. A little poke check to take the stick.
Fitzpatrick taken down. That was probably, could have called a hooking there, and I wouldn't have mind. But Kroll sends it up to Roby. Roby across to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick looked back to Roby, finally got it there. And Jack Kroll shot just wide of the cage. Croft sends it down and around. Kroll gets that one past. Gets it to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick to Roby. Braden Roby out to Elliot Croft. Croft to Roby. Roby along that right half wall. Roby to Fitzpatrick, back to Roby, back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick centering pass to Del Carmine, couldn't get it. And Kroll shot just high and saved by Sinisi.
Sinisi with the glove save there, snatched that one right out of the air as we look at this replay. The pass a little bit off to the side of Kroll. He decides to take the shot, gloved by Sinisi. But if you think like that pass is tape to tape to Kroll, he probably has a chance to take a one-timer and maybe score.
Yeah, it looked like Del Carmine might have gotten a little tip there, but nothing comes from that opportunity as we have 8:43 remaining in this third period of action from the Darien Ice House. Rams up 5-0 over the Cardinals on DAF Media and NCTV. This joint broadcast brought to you by students from both New Canaan High School and Darien High School. John Frieders, PJ Neville. We've got Liam Tomaszewski, our producer, Maddie Elmernisi, and Will Sexton on the cameras. And then DAF advisor Damian Andrew working the graphics as Harden sends that one around to Wilson Crowley. Crowley looked up to Bauer Gamble. Gamble couldn't find the pass. And Greenwich looks to clear the zone, but Patty Sachs comes in and gets that one.
Yeah, and you can tell Clark Jones putting in maybe a couple of people that don't see as much ice time as Crowley got a couple minutes there. We'll see who else he puts in tonight.
Yeah, Wilson Crowley, guy who played in the New Canaan JV game yesterday. Those boys won against Ridgefield, the top seed in that JV tournament. So shout out to my JV puck fellows out there. Got a couple friends on that squad as we see a whistle here. And looks like we will have a face-off coming in the New Canaan defensive zone for probably either a hand pass or a high stick again.
New Canaan's going to have a face-off in their own zone. Although Mason Pickering hasn't really faced much pressure tonight. Faced a couple of shots, but nothing really serious, right? No breakaways, no one-on-ones. Typical major scoring chances for the Cardinals.
So Bowden Farmer gets that one at the point, sent down. And refs blow the whistle for
the puck, the net coming off the sticks again, off the stakes. And then Pickering put it right back in, but the whistle was called before that.
So we'll have a defensive zone face-off coming up here for the Rams, offensive for the Cardinals, as the Rams are on the penalty kill. So that's why we had that face-off earlier. Trent O'Neill will look up to Jervis. Jervis takes it behind the cage.
Look at New Canaan, right? Look at that pressure Max Lowe's applying as he gets a stick there.
As looks like the penalty is on number 27, Rogan Lowe. Pinkernell sends that one around to Sachs. Sachs sends it up the ice. And now Greenwich with an opportunity here. Great stick by Patty Sachs to get that one out. And Doster Kroll looking for a breakout. Bowden Farmer trying to break it up. And Doster Kroll with the huge hit on Farmer. Minute remains on the power play for Greenwich. Harden sends that one up the ice to Max Lowe. Lowe looking to clear it. Finally does, gets it up and into the attacking zone. Lowe down that left half wall.
And this really has not looked like a Greenwich power play, right? New Canaan forcing Greenwich to play in that neutral zone and then taking it from Max Lowe to get inside, get deep inside the zone, kill off time off that penalty.
So Johnson fights for the puck and gets it along the right half wall for the Cardinals. Wilson Crowley fighting for the puck here as Farmer will send that one down. And Chase Harden sends that one right back out. 10 seconds remain on the power play for the Cardinals.
And that'll be the Rams' third successful penalty kill on the night. Right, so they've had 3 penalties, killed them all off without allowing a goal. And they find themselves up 5-0 with 5:35 remaining in this third period.
Valiant effort on the kill and really everywhere on the ice for the Rams, as looks like we have a delayed penalty coming up against, I think, Henry Laddick, number 26 for the Rams. No, I'm wrong.
That'll be a tripping penalty on Greenwich.
Yeah. Oh, it's on
And it'll be a New Canaan power play.
Yeah, it is on Greenwich. My bad. Looked like Laddick kind of made some contact afterwards. That was really, the last thing I saw before the ref raised his hand, but I obviously missed that, as Greenwich once again on the penalty kill. Not a good look for them. This Rams power play all season long has done a valiant job, or a great job, a valiant effort, as
they're going to stop play again. I believe that probably not going to be a penalty.
I think that is going to be a penalty on Roby.
It is going to be a penalty on Braden Roby, so it's going to be a 4-on-4 power, 4-on-4 even strength battle for most of the 2 minutes that he's in the box. Right, we just had the penalty 6 seconds prior.
Greenwich will have a 6-second power play if they really want to do something with that, but I don't know how much you'll be able to do with 6 seconds. So you really got to get it going in the 4-on-4 play. As you see Jack Kroll look for a jailbreak pass to his brother Doster. That one goes just past Doster for an icing.
Yeah, and one thing to kind of point out, right, on 4-on-4s, there's a lot more open ice kind of out there because you don't have 2 more players on the ice. So it opens up scoring opportunities for New Canaan. You mentioned New Canaan likes trying to get a puck down deep, and they use their speed to their advantage. They got a lot of speed on that team this year, so they use it to their advantage, as Mason Pickerick is going to hold it and just settle things down. Another offensive zone face-off for Greenwich.
So the face-off won by the Rams gets put out straight in front of Pickering, as you see Greenwich get this one. Shot from the point. Trent O'Neill saved by the pad of Mason Pickering. Elliot Croft with a great diving pass up to Max Lowe. Lowe finds Doster Kroll. Nearly had the 1T in front. Captain to captain pass.
Pass to the slot again, too. That one goes wide right.
As Greenwich, nice move by O'Neill, but couldn't quite get around. Back to the puck as Kroll gets it to Croft. Back to Kroll. Elliot Croft with some contact. And Doster Kroll looked across his brother Jack. Finally back to Doster. Doster's shot eaten up by Sinisi. So 56 seconds left on 4-on-4 action. 4:23 left in regulation. Rams up 5-0 on the Cardinals. And John, this Rams team, they've been playing great offense, great defense all game long. What are you looking for out of them?
Yeah,
just to close out.
Again, closing out this game, right? Not doing anything stupid. So lay off a little bit of the physicality, maybe just kind of kill off the final 4 minutes of this game. And not to say that this game's over. It would be really tough to score 5 goals against this New Canaan Rams defense in just over 4 minutes.
So Greenwich will get possession, moving up the ice through the neutral zone. Lost that one. Puck still loose now. Owen Milazzo has it. Chase Harden intercepts a pass. Nearly had a breakout opportunity. Harden looked for a hit on Farmer. Ref's hand is raised for delayed penalty, it looks like.
Be a delayed penalty on New Canaan, right? So they're just going to let that puck
go
Harden
down.
They'll touch it.
It's that one, and that it's going to be an elbowing on Harden. So Greenwich will have some 5-on-4 action. Or actually, no, I think it's going to be 4-on-3 action coming up here. And then New Canaan will be down 5-on-3 for 5 or 6 seconds. And then it'll be back to 4-on-5 action. So 15 seconds of 4-on-3 action coming up here at the Darien Ice House. 3:42 left in the third period. Rams up 5-0 on the Cardinals.
And they're going to move across to the other face-off dot. It's going to be 4-on-3, a rare formation, rare amount of players on the ice right now. 4-on-3 power play for Greenwich.
So shot from up top. Blocker saved by Pickering. The Rams, they've got Bryce Lyden, Chase Pinkernell, and Patty Sachs out there as a shot from Tate Johnson goes wide. Late hit from Johnson on Pinkernell. And some 5-on-3 action for Greenwich here as a shot goes way wide. from Oldsworth.
A little bit of a
Rams
misfire
back to
there.
5-on-4 here. As Pickering with another great save. Thompson looks up the ice to Bryce Lyden. He gets it there. Lyden moving down. Gets it back. Puck out in front. Looking for an opportunity here. Puck still out in front.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous position, right? Whenever you're on defense and that puck's just kind of sitting there in front of your goal, you got to clear that one out from the middle. But Sinisi decides to hold that one. And just about 1 minute and 9 seconds left on the power play. 2:51 minutes remaining in regulation, and New Canaan is up 5-0.
So the Rams doing a great job on the defensive end, holding a clean sheet so far. Not to jinx Mason Pickering, but they're doing that without, right, their star starting defenseman, Cam Lyden, first pair, typically with Jack Kroll. As we see some more guys come out here, you've got Reese Perry out there on the ice for New Canaan, number 29 on your screen. He doesn't see too much time, but he will in this matchup, FCAC semifinal. As Perry sends that one out on the penalty kill for the Rams. Shot from the point, glove by Pickering. And Mason Pickering, another great save.
Good save by Pickering. You saw him peek his head out right to the left of his defender. Got to clear eyes on that. And if you're Greenwich, you got to get more screening in front of the net and try to confuse Pickering.
So the Rams on the kill will have Patty Sachs, Wilson Crowley, Henry Laddick, and Andrew Brandt looking to kill off the penalty. Brandt nearly got that one out of the zone, but Greenwich keeps it alive. The puck gets sent out by Wilson Crowley. 30 seconds left on the power play for Greenwich. 2:10 in the game. And Greenwich through the neutral zone. Dumps it off to dumps it down, and Patty Sachs gets that one. It's Bowden Farmer at the top. Gets it down to Teddy Johnson. Johnson moving through the middle. Gets it across. Shot. Eaten up by Pickering. Another one goes wide. That shot from Johnson. The second one. The first one from number 9, Cal Jacobs, the senior.
Yeah, and that shot was deflected in front of Pickering, able to go right towards his chest, make the save. And Pickering's had a pretty good game so far. I'd say he's got the clean sheet. Hasn't faced much pressure, but when he's been asked to make a save, he makes the save.
So the Rams kill off the penalty successfully. Now you've got a guy, Luke Frame, out there. You saw him score his first ever career varsity goal against Prout just a couple weeks back. He had another one. He might have had 2. No, I think he only had 1, and then 1 assist in that game against St. Joe's at St. Joe's. So Luke Frame stepping it up in the latter half of this season. Luke Frame, great guy. Love to see him out there on the ice. Getting some minutes in this FCAC semifinal. Rams up 5-0 against Greenwich. 1:15 left in the third period of action.
Yeah, and that was a glove save by Sinisi. You saw there on the shot. He's had definitely a rough night, letting in 5 goals tonight, which is uncharacteristic of him. But, you know, it's tough against this New Canaan offense.
So Greenwich will look to clear the zone here with the puck still bouncing around. Moving up the ice into the neutral zone now. Taken away by Jasper Engel and the Rams. Wilson Crowley sends it up. And the Rams getting some players out there on the ice who don't really see too much time. This might be their last minutes of their careers. Who knows? With some tough games coming up as Reese Perry gets hit into the boards there. But Jasper Engel will take it up across to Luke Frame. 2 seniors on this Rams team, first-year varsity players. Engel, a transfer from Taft for the Rams, and then Frame just on JV for his whole career. As Harden shot, glove by Sinisi. Then you've got Chase Pinker now out there. You'll see him in future games.
23 seconds remaining in this game, in this semifinal, and I think it's pretty safe to say that New Canaan's going to turn their sights to the FCAC championship. Last one in 2021. They're looking to win the FCAC championship, and we'll see who they play up next on DAF Network, either Darien or Ridgefield.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good one. Right, you've got Darien. Jack Mariska is out with an illness today for the Blue Wave. He's a huge player for them.
As well as McNamara.
Tough loss. So, you know, who knows? And both New Canaan and the winner of that one will play, as A late hit comes in there. Chase Pinker now look to just clear off the clock. And the Rams will advance to the FCAC final, where they will face the winner of Darien and Ridgefield. Coming just a little bit from the Darien Ice House. Rams win it 5-0 on NCTV and DAF Media. John, that was a great game. I'm going to start with the Rams. What they do well that they need to carry over into that final.
Yeah, they applied constant pressure on this Greenwich team, and they're going to have to do that against whoever they play on Saturday, as well as they got everyone involved, right? You saw some action from Bryce Lyden, and then you saw all three senior captains get at least one goal. Maxwell had two, and if you can do that every single night, you'll find yourself in successful situations, as well as Jack Thompson had a goal. And then you also have Jack Kroll, so this freshman that we've been talking about all season showing up tonight.
Yeah, Jack, and then that Greenwich team, it was a tough game. They came into this one losing two, pretty significantly against New Canaan already this season. So, what can you take away if you're this Greenwich team, from your efforts?
Yeah, if you're Greenwich, you just faced the #1 team in the FCAC. You kind of got thrown around, right? You lose 5-0, but it's a clean sheet going into states. You forget this loss. You learn from it the next week and a half in practice, and then you go into states and feel confident about your abilities. States, it's a whole new season, right? One loss and you're out, and you have a chance of taking down a top team. You mentioned they got here because they took out Fairfield Co-op. They weren't expected to win, but they did. So they have an opportunity in states to kind of revive their season.
So the Rams will head up to Danbury on Saturday to face off against the winner of Darien and Ridgefield coming up soon. So don't go anywhere for the second FCAC semifinal. But before we go, we'd like to thank our crew members from Darien High School and New Canaan High School working to bring you this broadcast. You've got Will Sexton on the camera, Maddie Elmer-Nisi on the camera, Liam Tomaszewski, our producer, Damian Andrew, the DAF advisor, and then John Frieders and myself, PJ Neville, signing out.